Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Captain Deadpool. No, just Deadpool. Okay, Deadpool! Yep, I thought I better get one of these. Because you guys have asked me to review one of these. So, Spider-Man isn't one of my all-time favourites. The Hulk looked a bit, yeah. But this is Deadpool. Deadpool's not my kind of guy. So, I'm not sure what the green peanut is. Probably you've all turned off now because I don't know what the green peanut is. Does it even have a name written on the box? Am I going to have to Google who the green peanut is? Okay, I'll just go check for a minute. Maybe. It's Dupe! Of course, it's Dupe. I still don't actually know who he is. Anyway, maximum effort. Maximum effort? Little payoff. So, I will say, as I'm showing this box off, remember, this channel is not funded. This channel is not paid for. You will get a complete and utter honest review from me. Hasbro don't send me jack. Yeah. There we go. I do like the box, I have to say. The box is kind of cool. I am already thinking to myself, this figure, looking at the poses that they've got him on the box, could do with a stand. I don't know if there's one in here, because there's no list. It doesn't even tell you who Dupe is, which would have been nice. Voiceover guy could have read the back of the box and all that sort of stuff, but Hasbro don't do that, so yeah. Right, let me get, where's my stabby thing? I've lost my stabby thing. Where is it? I'll have to use the other stabby thing, the scissors. Yeah, we're going to open the bottom of the box. There we go. Oh, there it is. I was worried we weren't going to get one of those. There is a little stack of them just to the right of me, where I throw them every single darn time. Comic book artwork on the back of there. Looks pretty cool. Right, tilt this a little bit. So we have... I've chopped his head off. Deadpool, other head, Dupe, big machine gun, little payoff. Second tray we have hands, other machine guns, AK-47, dynamite, a burrito, a chimichanga. It's Mexican food. Yeah, it's spicy food, and a collection, a cascade of hands. Yes. So yeah, this looks pretty good so far. Pop him out of there. Oh, there is a stand for Dupe. There's a stand for Dupe. Let's put him there and gently pop the... That's going to crickle and crackle probably through most of the video. There we go. Right. Till a bit. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. And he has a pointy finger. He's very, very stiff. Very stiff with the articulation, yes. So far, it looks high quality. It's got, I can see there's a lot of articulation in there. And the sword things on the back. Let's have a close up. There we go. So yeah, face, pretty cool. There is little details on there. They've put plenty of silver on there. They're even painted on, because it is maximum. They've painted on the little silver things. His belt buckle. Nice places to keep his guns and pistols. Knives. Lions, tigers and bears, oh my. We have a pointy finger and... I'm going to do it that way. I like that. So already, straight out of the box, wow, this thing is stiff, which is good. It's nice that it's like that. I like the fact that it doesn't feel loose. Right, I just gave him a blast with the hairdryer just to see if I can, and it has loosened up the joints nicely. wow, there is an amazing amount of articulation. Just look how nicely articulated that knee joint is, I have to say. This is, yeah, this is better quality. This is a nicely made. They've obviously looked at their competition and can see, oh look, we've even got toe picks. They can see what the competition are doing. I'm trying to get him to, have we got swivel in there? Yeah, we got swivel in there. I do think it needs a stand. I will say that straight away. A little stand, but I probably have a spare one somewhere that I can add to this. They've gone really soft with the hairdryer. This is a separate part. I'm guessing maybe if you're good at this stuff, is it plugged in at the back? Oh no, it is plugged in there at the back, so that isn't gonna, it might unplug. It might not though, so I'm not gonna try, I'm not gonna pull it off, but it is nice that this is a loose part, so we'll maneuver out of the way of these wonderful joints that we have in here. Look, we have back, forward, we have swivel, we have elbow, he can, yep, he can, this is gonna be nice to pose on a shelf. Crunch forward, crunch back, swivel in there. I'm still worried. The belt is loose, so we'll move up and down. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Even if I don't know who Dupe is, I do like it. Tell me in the comments underneath who Dupe is. Save me having to Google it. Right, let me have a look. Where's me weapons gone? Right, we have the swords. I'm going to put that there. So here are the katanas. Pretty nice. Would have been nice with a little bit more silver on there, but hey, we've got a better figure. They've put some silver on there, so we can't ask for everything, can we? Yes. Right, that goes in there. That goes in there. So now we have his swords. Right, this is actually feeling a little G.I. Joe-ish, because I know you guys don't watch my G.I. Joe reviews, but when I do review them, most of the weapons that come with said figure attach to a said figure, which is really kind of nice. Right, we'll drop them there because I'm struggling to get, would you believe it, I'm struggling to get the knife out of the packet. So I had to get my knife out of the packet. There we go. Got it. Got it. Right, so we have a little blade. Pretty cool. That goes in like so. And then we have two kind of generic pistols. And both pistols are exactly the same pistol. We can't get focus on them, but yeah, there we go. They are the same pistols. So one is going to plug into that there, and then the other one is going to go into that one there. Yeah, so far so good. Right, we also have in this sachet, let me have a look, we have, I'm trying to take these out, the sellotape is really good on these. We have the, let's move him for a second, the AK-47 with tape wrapped around the handle, which is nice. That's actually a very detailed AK-47. I'm sure that will end up with a G.I. Joe figure somewhere. Not in my collection maybe, but in your collection, or actually from Hasbro. Right, I'm going to do a few little sticky bits here. There we go, right. Do it here, and you can see. So we've got Dynamite, Chimichanga, I think it's a Chimichanga. Bullet effects, which are very well sellotaped in. This, which I think is a made-up, doesn't exist. That is, it's kind of slimy. Ew, it's kind of wet and slimy. The stand doesn't move, but wow, look at that. That is a whole weird mashup of, because why would you like have a sight on a gun like that? Because it looks cool. Thank you, because it looks cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. Right, where is it? Dynamite. I wonder what it is. Do you think that's dynamite? What gives it away? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, dynamite. Right, we also have that which is upside down. El Guado Taqueria. Okay, dyslexic and not very good with foreign languages. So you guys, did you know that you can swap the language, by the way, that I'm speaking right now on here into a plethora of languages? There are a few different languages, and I watched one of my own videos the other day with me talking German, French, and various other languages. It was interesting. Yeah. So here we have Dupe on his what? You mean that's not Dupe? What the hell's that? Okay, let's just. So here we have Dupe on his stand. As I say, I do have no idea who Dupe is. I'm going to go have a look. I'm guessing by the way that hand is shaped, he is going to be holding that. He will eventually be holding that. For me, I think, if he is going to be on the shelf. I do like the transparent stand. And he stands up pretty well, I have to say. Right, also, in the same tray with him, is M16, the big heavy machine gun. I will say it is slightly bent, so I will have to put that in some boiling water and straighten it out. I think this may, I can't see my Joes because I've moved my shelves around and my Joe's now way over there, but I think this will probably have been with one of the G.I. Joes because it looks like the one that came with Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll had one with him. The stand does not want to fold down. No, that's not going to fold down. Doesn't really matter because I don't think he will fold it down. But yeah, that needs, as you can see, a bit of straightening out. We have a lot of these blast effects as well. So you can decide where you want to put those. They go quite... Oh, nearly broke that one. That's got a fragile end on it. Watch out for that. They go in there like so. But like I said, do be careful because the AK-47 has a very thin muzzle. There we go. Yeah, right. You can't see his face again. There we go. Right, where's the hands gone? Hands, oh, Goop's gone. Doop, bloop. Whatever his name is. Right, so we have a pointy hand for the other side, a thumbs up for the, a few fists, trigger fingers, and salt holding hands. Yeah, so we've got everything you could possibly. Let's just get these out of the packet. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, I do think I kind of congratulate Hasbro on looking at the market and seeing that other people are making better figures than them of the characters. So why shouldn't they put a little bit of effort in? And yes, this figure is more expensive than your average Hasbro Black, I nearly said Black Series, Marvel Legend. Yes, could they do this with a Black Series? Maybe. That would be nice. But yeah, it is a little bit more expensive than your average one, but you've got a lot more blurred, very blurred detail in there. Right, so we have, let me show you, move him again because it's going to focus on him. Thumbs up, fist, pointy finger, pistol grip. The nice thing is, I'm noticing that this has got like paint on it. These are very matte. You see it? It's very matte, but the stalks are shiny. So it feels like if they have painted these, they haven't painted that bit. And I mean, you know, I know this. Was it the Spider-Man had a lot of problems with being kind of shiny? This guy isn't, which is good. Sword holding hand, pistol hand, other sword holding hand. So let's see. We'll take... I kind of like that pose though. I've just realised I forgot to show you something else. So let's go with... which hand do you hold guns in? That one. They fit nice. So I was gonna go with this, but because it's bent, for now, I'm gonna stick that one in there. Oops, it's cooled down a little bit. His joints have gone a bit stiff again. So yeah, and you can see there we have that doesn't fit very well in there. I have to admit that doesn't look great. Let's get rid of that. Let's just go with this, with it bent. Oh, his thumb literally. I always struggle to get the thumb, the finger in. I said thumb, the finger into the. But that went in well. Actually, you know, that should be how he looks on the shelf for me, with his big gun. Yep, I like that. I think this is a really, really, really nice figure. The other thing I didn't show you was the other head. So we have that, which is kind of the burnt version. They haven't put a lot of detail on that face there at the bottom. That, I think, is the one. That is the one weak spot for me, because that face down there doesn't look great. The teeth look a bit. That looks old school. That looks cheap. That hasn't had a lot of effort put in, has it? Which is a shame. But I'm sure we can work on that. I'm sure we could get some paints and customise it. Right, let's see if we can get the sword hands in. And what it looks like with his katanas. So that's one. That's another pistol one. That's another pistol one. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. There we go. Right. Pop them out. I do think this is going to be a great one to pose. And like I say, if you've got... Because you'll have one kicking around somewhere. I'm looking around for one. But you'll have a spare stand. Just throw it on there. Just throw him on it. And see what you can come up with. I'm looking at these blades thinking they look really short. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows at the moment, so I've been watching a lot of people getting hacked with swords lately. The swords, I have to say, do look a little... I know the katanas and they're probably a little shorter, but they do look a little short. A little. They're a little. How many times can you say little? Yeah, I like it. But the swords, yeah, I think he's going to have to be a two-gun Pete. And I go put them back in there. So yeah, articulation is fantastic. We've got the butterflies there. You've got a ball joint on there. You've got swivel there. You've got plenty of manoeuvrability. It's double jointed and no pins. Those swivel, they don't have a lot of manoeuvrability in them because obviously this cuff is going to get in the way. Swivel there, swivel forward, swivel back. There is swivel in the waist area there, I think, but I don't want to do it and the belt is in the way. Leg out, leg up, leg forward, leg back, swivel. That will definitely get all the way up to there, and there is top of the boot as well, which is fantastic. Pivot, pivot, swivel, and toe pick. So yeah, you are going to get this guy, and look how good he stands. He really does have, he has presence, he has a weight to him. This is chunky. So what I'm going to do, I'll take those out. So I want to kind of stand him with a gun. So I'm going to go with the pistols. Yeah. I mean, dupe, I'm sure means a lot to you guys out there. And I feel bad. I I loved comics for years, and I read them, and I kind of skipped out of buying comics like Marvel Comics. There was a phase they went through, and it was when they were going bankrupt, where you didn't get a full story in one comic. So if you say you bought an Iron Man and the story was that issue, but then it would be continued in Thor, and then that story would be continued in Captain America, and then that part of the story would be continued. So you'd have to buy a whole month's worth of comics. And I bought Iron Man and I bought Captain America, but I didn't buy Thor. So then that would mean I'd have to get an issue of Thor that I didn't, for just one issue, just to get one little bit of story. And it really spoilt comics for me, because I was having to buy a lot of comics that I just didn't regularly read. So yeah, that was kind of the end of me. But I've always loved the characters. I've always kept up with the characters. And Deadpool is one of my favourites. He was around before I kind of gave up. I like this. I think this is a good figure. And I'll be honest, messing around with this, it's made me interested in the Spider-Man one. So I think I may have to go on somewhere and have a look for Spider-Man, because if it's as good as this, I like the fact this is matte. This is really matte. And yeah, I know that Spider-Man had his issues, but I will have to find one. What's your take on it? Do you like it? Will you be buying one? I know most people reviewed this a month ago, but hey, I live in the UK and we get this stuff when they feel like it. And that is, and always has been, the biggest problem being a UK action figure reviewer. So I'm going to ask you guys, while I'm here, really help the channel, hit the like, shares and subscribe. It's all down to you guys. We are getting so close to the 10,000 subscribers. It would be great to get there. I was hoping to get there for my birthday, which was last week. I'm hoping this, maybe Christmas. But yeah. This, I'm going to mess about with this and try and pose it and things like that. But for now, and for the thumbnail, I think I'm going to go with something calm and sedate. Or I may just throw some dynamite in there. Who knows? But yeah, if you've watched this video and you've enjoyed it, please, like I said, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff down there. It all really, really, really helps the channel to grow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great night. And I will see you all in the next video. I'm now going to go, while this is editing, and stand all my action figures up on the new shelves I've started on. I went to buy the planks yesterday. Wow, that was expensive. Yeah, that was expensive. Yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye now.